Alright, here we are with Phil Wood machine. We're going to set it for the 12 gauge spokes, which is right there, which is 2.6, the die right there for it. We're going to go ahead and loosen these bolts to make sure we can set the machine. Okay, we got them nice and loose. Make sure it's freely moving. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and set the die. So I got the die set right here. Lifting up the machine, placing the handle up, making sure that the die is nice and locked into place. Okay. So now I'm putting my hand on the top, make sure it's nice and level, nice and snug. It's placed on there properly. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this first nut. Choose place. Check these ones out. Now I'm tightening this one. Tightening this guy behind it. Checking the tolerance right now, making sure that the die is in there nice and snug, which it is. Now I'm tightening the third bolt. Double checking to make sure everything's nice and snug. Alright, now we're coming around over here, we're checking our die, making sure there's no play going on in there. It's nice and snug. Slide out. Now we have our 12 gauge spoke, which we're going to go ahead and use the dial indicator, make sure it's zeroed out. Okay, right there. It's about 20 or 2.53. We're going to go ahead, make sure that it's the proper length. Cutting it. Oh, there we go. Nice and cut. One thing I also wanted to do is I wanted to make a mark here before we kind of cut to make sure that this guy is not moving or sliding up, so we can make sure that that's nice and level. That it is not moving on us when we're threading in the threading process. So I'm going to go ahead and thread it. I have my sample nipple here. Go ahead and try it, and there we see this one actually did work. Okay. I'm going to check the tolerance. It's actually a little tight. Let's make sure it's zeroed out properly. So it's right there. What, 2.75? And that one actually threaded properly. Now we're going to come around here. We're just going to check the die and see if that has moved on us. Locked into place, and you can see there's a lot of play. So the next spoke that I would try to do would clearly be way off because there's just a lot of play. And if we come around over here after we've checked the spoke, you can see that the line that we've created here is not moved at all. It's still nice and level, and there we go.